the best, be the best, be the best that you can be. Become bilingual and learn Spanish with you will educate.
Hola! Bienvenidos a este canal. Welcome to this channel. Did you miss me? I know that you missed me because it's been a while, right? Since the last video. But here I am, your Spanish teacher on YouTube is here. I am Señora Carrasco. So welcome to today's lesson. Today is a very exciting lesson because we will talk about some secrets. Secrets in Spanish that you must know. Secrets about how to conjugate the verbs. Yes! How to conjugate the verbs in Spanish, but in simple present tense. Simple present tense. Today we're gonna forget about the past and the future. That's the other two tenses that we have. But today we're gonna focus on present tense. So I know this is a nightmare and a very challenging topic for many Spanish learners. But you have me. I can teach you exactly how the verbs in present tense work in Spanish. You're gonna succeed with today's lesson. So let's get started. So we're gonna start by giving you some examples of verbs that finish in R. There is a list of verbs that finish in R, infinitive verbs that finish in R, but here we have only two examples. We have cantar, to sing, and we have also jugar, jugar. These are only two examples of verbs that finish in R. Remember, in their infinitive form, okay? We have verbs that finish in er. Remember, infinitive way, okay? There is a list also of verbs that finish in er, but here we have only two examples. Morder, to bite, and tener, to have. So visit my website, dualeducate.com, go to free resources page, and there you will find this document that contains all the verbs in are, and ear. That document is gonna help you a lot. Now, here we have some examples of verbs that finish in ir. We have here two examples. Dormir, dormir, to sleep, and sonreír, sonreír, smile, to smile. We're going to start right now conjugating the verb cantar. We're going to conjugate one verb from each list. One verb that finish in ar, one verb that finish in er, and one verb that finish in ir. Okay? So I chose this verb for today. Cantar. Yo canto. Oh. Yo canto. Él canta. Ella canta. Ellos is plural. Ellos cantan. Nosotros means we in English. Nosotros cantamos. And tú, that means you. Tú cantas. Tú cantas. Pay careful attention to this because here is one secret that I will tell you later. But first of all, remember to subscribe. Did you subscribe yet? Okay, thank you if you already did it. Now, we're gonna go to the next verb. We're gonna conjugate the verb that finish in er. Er. Remember, there is a list of verbs that finish in er, but today we're gonna conjugate the verb tener. Tener, to have. Yo tengo. Repeat after me. Yo tengo. Él tiene. Ella, remember, él and ella is she and he, or he and she. Okay? So, él tiene, ella tiene. Nosotros tenemos, ellos tienen, tú tienes. Okay? Remember to repeat this after me. In that way, you're gonna learn better and faster. Okay? Now let's go to the next verb. I picked this verb that finishes in ir. The verb is dormir. Dormir. This verb finishes in ir. Okay? Now, how do we conjugate this verb with the same subjects or pronouns? Okay? Yo duermo. Yo duermo. Ella, that means she. Ella duerme. Él duerme. Remember? She and he or él and ella. The verb is the same form of the verb. For él and for ella, that means singular nouns, is the same verb. Okay? Now, ellos duermen. Nosotros dormimos. Nosotros dormimos. Tú duermes. Now we already conjugated these three verbs. Cantar, tener, and dormir. Okay? Remember that you can watch this video several times and please repeat after me and try to pronounce these words correctly along with me. Now, did you find out what the secrets are? If you paid attention, careful attention to the verbs, how I conjugated the verbs, you could find out what the secrets are. Don't worry. Don't worry if you didn't understand, if you didn't find out or figure out what these secrets are. I am here to tell you these three secrets. Remember, this is part 1. Our next video, I will teach you the other 3 secrets that we have in order to conjugate the verbs in Spanish correctly in simple present tense. Okay? Now, here's the secret number 1. When we conjugate the verb in first person, yo, when you are talking in first person, yo, or in English is I is the first person in English, yo in first person in Spanish. Let me see. Did you notice something when I conjugated these 3 verbs? Okay, that's right. All the verbs, most of the verbs, I can tell you that. Almost all of them, all of the verbs, when we conjugate the verb in first person, simple present tense, all the verbs finish in O. Here we have it. All the verbs finish in O. I have heard some students that really struggle with this because sometimes the students, when are learning Spanish, they used to say yo jugar. Yo jugar pelota. But that's incorrect. We don't say yo jugar. We don't use the infinitive or the verb in infinitive to talk about first person in simple present tense. We used to say, or we must say, yo juego. Yo juego pelota. Okay? Now, that's the secret number 1. All the verbs, when you are conjugating the verb in simple present tense with the first person, yo, all the verbs finish in O. Vowel O. So here we have some examples. Yo como, I eat. Yo como. You don't say yo comer. No. Yo hablo. Yo hablo. I speak. You don't say yo hablar. Yo hablar español. That's incorrect to say yo hablo. Remember, all the verbs finish in letter O. Yo hablo. Yo escucho. Yo escucho. You don't say yo escuchar. Yo escuchar, señora Carrasco, en YouTube. Yo escucho. Yo escucho a señora Carrasco en YouTube. Next. Yo veo. Yo veo. You don't say yo ver. Yo ver YouTube para aprender español. Yo veo a señora Carrasco en YouTube para aprender español. Next, yo camino. Yo camino. I walk. Yo camino. You don't say yo caminar. Now next, yo puedo. I can. Yo puedo. You don't say yo poder. Because poder is an infinitive form of the verb. Okay? Is that clear for you? Remember that if you have questions or you don't understand something clearly, you can comment down below and let me know and I can help you out. I will be very happy to help you out to learn this better. Of course, there will be exceptions to the rule and here we have one example to this rule, an exception to this rule. We have the verb to go, ir. This is one exception because when you talk about this verb in simple present tense, first person, you don't say yo voy. Here the verb changes and you say yo voy. Yo voy, él va, ella va, ellos van, nosotros vamos, tú vas. You see? So the only difference is with the first person you say yo voy. This is one exception of the rule. Now, secret number 2. We are going to focus on the third person now. She and he. Sometimes it can be challenging and frustrating to know how to conjugate the verb in simple present tense when we talk about she or he, ella and él. Because the verb changes here, okay? Now, here you have the secret. The secret. When the verb in infinitive finishes in ar, listen carefully to this. If the verb in infinitive finishes in ar, like cantar, like the first example that I gave you, if you are conjugating the verb for she or for he, the verb finishes in a. Do you like that? In a. So for instance, you have here, ella canta, she sings, él canta, he sings. So this will happen with all the verbs in infinitive that finish in a. In a. Canta, ella canta, él canta. Now you might be wondering, so what happens when the verb from the other two leads, the verbs in infinitive that finish in er, and the verbs in infinitive that finish in ir? So you might be wondering what is happening with these two lists of verbs. So here's the secret. What happens when the verb from the other two lists, the verbs in infinitive that finish in er, and the verbs in infinitive that finish in ir? So you might be wondering what is happening with these two lists of verbs. So here's the secret. If the verb in infinitive finishes in er or ir, if you are conjugating the verb for third person, she or he, él and ella, the verb must finish in e. In e. For instance, we have here two examples. Ella, here's for the example of the verb tener. Tener, to have. So for she and for he, él, ella, the verb is ella tiene, él tiene. If the verb in infinitive finishes in ir, like the example, dormir, dormir. Ella duerme, él duerme. She sleeps, he sleeps. You see? So if the verb in infinitive finish in er or ir, for third person, she or he, él and ella, the verb should finish in a. Okay? So remember that you can write down below in the comments and let me know if you understood this, if you are understanding and learning Spanish with my lessons, and if I have to do more to explain you better, because I really want you to learn Spanish really fast. There are 3 more secrets for conjugating the verbs in simple present tense correctly. But this will happen in our next video. Remember, you have to watch this video again and again for you to be able to understand this better and to practice your Spanish even better. Remember to help us by subscribing, by liking this video, and by sharing this video with others, with other people that want to learn Spanish too. Remember that also we are here for you. If you want one-on-one lessons, we also give one-on-one lessons, coaching, and we can help you learn Spanish really fast. Remember, once again, you can go to our website, duoeducate.com, and there you will find a free downloadable page or document where you will find all these 3 lists of verbs that finish in R, L, and E. Okay? So see you next video, and thank you so much for watching this video today. Bye bye. Adios.